everybody. I'm Kim from Tall Mouse Creative Arts, and welcome. We are so glad to be here with you guys today. So we are going to move on over off to the side and get into some things we hope you'll fall for. So come on over. We're going to have a big show and tell regarding tags. So let's come on over and take a look at some of our projects that we've done. We've got plenty to show you guys. So, you know, it's kind of giving gift season. We're getting into fall or even the Christmas season and birthday season. So I wanted to show you a couple of different ideas we did with some of our larger tags. So this is a tag a tag set we've got. We've got the word die, paper hugs die. And so we just wanted to give you a couple of different ideas what you can do with some of these really large tags in addition to scrapbooking or card making. So this one's got birthday wishes on it, so they can be a nice fun attachment to a little tote bag of some sort or a gift. And then we've got Boo to You right there because Halloween is coming up, so in case you have any last minute gifts you want to give. And then we've got another tag here for our fall birthdays. Fall design, and then on the inside of the tag we've got our happy birthday die right there too. And then one more little tag, I've got another one. So this one is going across two tags. This one is just showing a little bit larger way to do the Boo to You, maybe last minute gifts on the door and whatnot. So let's come on over here and take a look at the tags. So we've got plenty of new ones. They're in our die section under tags. So we've got a simple outline tag, no stitching or anything. All of them are a set of 6, so you do get each piece if you want to do a little edge to it, but then you've got 2 different sizes. So this is simple tag SJ74. They are considered under the Skinny Jim Slimline, so you can get them for the 4 for $58 deal as well. And then coming down here, I think this one's got to be my favorite. It's got the torn edge to it, which we all love that. Torn edge, not the ripped edge because that's a little bit more wild, but that torn look. So look how fun that guy is right in there. This is SJ97 or search torn edge. We've got another one up here with got a little bit, I call it the bottle top tip because it looks like a baby bottle top. This one is a stitched one, SJ98 bottle top. And then we want to come over here. This one's got a little bit more intricate tip to the top of it. And that's the tip of what one of them looks like. SJ65, and that one's called Bubble Top. And if we come on over here, we've got SJ36, rounded tip, and then curvy with the pointed edges right there. We have another one I'll show you in just a minute that's just got curvy edges, but this one's curvy pointed edges. Again, stitched tags and layering of 6, so you get 6 different sizes to choose from. Coming up over here, this is the rounded tip curvy edges, and it's SJ46. If you notice right there, we do not have our little point like the other one. Laying it on right there, which is fun also to layer it. Now on this particular one, I took a different approach to it because I wanted to flip it into a vertical card. So I just cut out 2 pieces of the largest size right there, and then created a little, I think about a 2-inch, scored it in the middle, a connector piece right there. So I could turn this into a vertical card because tags are fun, but why not turn them into a card? And then last but not least, we've got, I believe this is the soft curve tip. So I cut out every single size in one of them, stitched of course, SJ96. This one's been really popular. It's got just a nice soft curve on the end right there. Okay, so moving on from our tags, I'm going to show you a couple examples. But before we do, don't forget our little brick wall, which is going to have so many uses for Christmas. You got lots of fun that can happen with that. I show it with a fall tag, but if you double it up, it can certainly be a background for your slimline type of cards or any sort of background. So that is our little brick wall. And then looking at our samples, I just want to show you a few things you can do with all of the tags. I created a little pocket right there. This is on the curved one, that soft curved one that I showed you last, using 1, 2, 3 different sizes of the tags, and then you want to finish it off with your handmade signature die as well. Okay, showing you another card. This would be the bottle top, where I cut out 3 different sizes, glued just an L shape to create a little pocket right there. This would be another one with that soft curve, a fall card, and again I cut out a couple of different sizes, and then I attached a little bit of a hinge right here in order to pop up to have a fall looking type of tag card. Again, finished it off with the handmade right there. A Halloween card, I took 1, 2, 3, 4 different sizes from the bottle tip top curve tag and made 3 different side pockets on there. So you can see 1 item coming out, 2 items coming out, and 3 items coming out, making a pocket tag card. Just changing up all the options you can do with the tags, because so many things can be done. This would be the torn tag, and then if you notice right there, I created a little staggering step. That is our slat Skinny Jim slimline die. When I cut it out, I only used part of it and glued down the edges so I could create a little pocket where all of these tags could obviously fit themselves into. And then finished it off with the pumpkin. One more Halloween. All right, so I used 1, 2, 3, 4 different tag dies out of one style on this particular die. The large one, 2 sizes down to give a layering, did our boo to you. And then I turned one of the dies on its side, and I cut out just that portion of it and trimmed it off so I could make a little fun coordinating pocket to go with this. Then made 1 more die and turned it upside down instead of having it go the same way for that pocket right there. So just playing with all the different levels you can do, layering and levels. Oh, did I finish that guy off? I did with the handmade symbol. And then moving on to Christmas, what do we got here? We've got our sending Christmas joy words that I popped into the middle of the tag. So wouldn't that look fun on one of those big bags or a big gift? Merry and bright, same thing, cut it out of that particular printed paper and then layered it onto solid color so you get a nice backdrop. And then the Merry that popped out of Merry and bright came in, and I placed all of those letters right there, and again turned a tag upside down just to give a little tag, and I was going to put a white piece of cardstock right here and put to and from on that, and then finished it off again with the handmade. And then here I layered it just a little bit differently. I did sending Christmas joy, and I wanted to make it look like the words were popping out of a ripped paper and then inked it. So just to give a little dimension to another tag. So giving you guys lots of different choices on what you guys can do with tags, all kinds of projects. This particular project, I took 2 of the same size die. I've cut out 2 papers, and I did a little torn area right in the middle right there. I glued on the edges to create a pocket, and I used my clear window plastic because I wanted to have this letter L show through right there and have this be just something, a little extra gift showing through the little window. And then I used another tag die, a part of it, turned it upside down and glued it on there. Just layering again with all of these different types of tag dies. And then I made a little booklet where I used multiple tag dies as well. So let me grab it. All right, so using the torn one, I had cut a piece of paper twice with that so I could get that torn edge, coordinating edge right there. Used 1 die for that, 1 die for that, made myself some pockets, and then put that guy right in there. Open this guy up. And then we've got more pockets right there. You can do some sort of birthday sentiment. Again, turn the die upside down and only used a part of it to make it look like it was an envelope opening. And then created myself a little pocket and cut out multiple dies. I've got the torn one, I've got the bottle top, the bubble top with curvy edges, and then the soft curve one also. So you could put layers of sentiments on there and just go to town with whatever you guys are going to make with all of these lovely tag dies. Okay, so let's move on down to what I consider Halloween and fall Skinny Jim Slimline dies. So this particular die, let's show you what it looks like. You know, you've seen the Boo to You a few times, but that would be our zigzag right there. So that would be this particular die, zigzag die. This is our torn die. I feel like these three, torn, and then we've got our ripped die also, so it matches the torn tag, but it just has, all three of these have that Halloween type of look. So just showing you guys as a reminder what I feel like are the Halloween looks for the dies. Now moving over to a fall look, we've got a couple of them right here. We did make our shaker card, which we're going to get into shakers in just one moment. We do have some leaves die. I don't know how you say that properly, but dies that are leaves, different ways on the website. We've got all of our shaker bits in there too. And then this would be our cross stitch sort of die. It's got that cross stitched, homey, cozy sweater look to it. So that's what I deem part of my fall look. And then of course we've got our chipboard, and then we've got our handmade signature die piece as well. And then we've got this particular die set too, where I only used one of the leaves, the pumpkin and the big fall maple leaf. Pop that right there. And then this particular die on the inside is what's called a stitched weave. I think that gives a nice fall sweater type of look. Again, a cozy type of fall look. So those are the dies that I see as looking for fall and Halloween. And then I forgot about our little picket fence. I should have put that on there. Next holiday. And then if you're going to be making fall cards, of course you're going to have to mail them. So I just wanted to remind you guys of our envelope templates. We've got the Diagalope and we've got the Slimline template. Both of them will fit the cards. If you're going to do something with a little bit of a puff or a little bit larger, wider stance, you want to use the Diagalope. If you're going to do your traditional Slimline cards, you want to go ahead and do the Slimline template. So remember your envelopes too and decorate those guys up. And remember, you can use double-sided paper, which is totally fun, so it matches whatever you're sending. And then paper, let's have a little discussion about paper. We are doing a blowout sale on paper. I know we all love paper, but sometimes we have to say goodbye to it to make room for new paper. So I just wanted to show you a couple of our papers. These are all going to be at price points, so don't forget to take a look at our paper section on the website. So Vintage Recipes, Memory Place, which has been a lot of fun with that crazy little girl on there. And then just showing you some basic ones too. We've got Flora number 3 from Cartabella. These are all going to be at price points. We've got our primary cardstock packs, 12 by 12 of course, 30 sheets, nice lovely pack. Neutrals, because it is that time of year where we're doing all of our neutrals or our fall colors. So just showing you guys our paper, price points on that, which are wonderful. And we all need paper to make these lovely projects. Okay, you guys are going to watch this while we flip our table. Okay, we're back and we've got some new product to share with you that we are very excited about. We are going to help you out with your shakers, and we've got some die cuts that are shaker frames is what we are calling them. They're going to be under our frame section under our die. Of course you can use them for anything else, but we've designed them so they can work with shakers. So come on over, and as well as A2 cards. So let's come on down and take a look at them. We have a handful to work with. So this particular one, we've got 2 of them that have leaves and big flowers. They have just different looks to them. But the goal of them is we've got a nice edge on the outside in order to put your foam, or if you're doing the chipboard layering method, you could do that as well. But you have a large inside area where you can stamp a sentiment. You've got a big area where you can put lots of different shakers in it and different size shakers. Or if you're the type that cut out maybe a little bit of paper to have different size shakers in addition to your crystals and whatnot putting in there. So we like the big open spot that you've got in order to work with that. This one is our delicate leaves, which I thought would be really fun for jungle, and put maybe some cloud shaker and lots of different crystals in there. We've got a butterfly one, which will look beautiful for Mother's Day. And then looking at just the trimmed edge right there, I want to show you, we're going to get into the foam in just a minute, but part of a 3-pack foam we've got, this piece, I'm just going to turn it on its side, fits perfectly in order to layer up your particular frame. Attach this then to your clear acetate or clear window plastic to put onto your card. So we've got the foam, or we've got chipboard if you like to do the chipboard build-up method. So this frame I feel is interesting, lots of fun, because this has got big bold curves on it, and then you could turn that particular piece into the big shaker card, or it's got this excuse me, inside window, so you could do a shaker right here, a little decor right here, or put your tape all around that and make the whole unit a shaker. It also comes with these 2 little pieces where you can cut them out and do something decorative off to the side. So I thought that frame was really fun, even if you don't want to use it as a shaker. And then the inside of the windows trim, so you could do a little special outline with that to really focus on whatever you're going to do in there as decor. This one I thought was really interesting also. It's rounded stitched corners, so it's going to be like a drop-in. It's not going to cut the outside. You'll need to cut the outside of it. These 3 windows pop out, but this allows you to do the whole area as a shaker. You could put your tape right here and just do these 2 parts as a shaker, or to put your tape all around it, maybe have that be your shaker, that be something else, or the whole unit has 3 different types of color shakers or decorative shakers. So this is a 3-window rounded corner stitched, and then we've had this guy for a little while, but that's our happy birthday or our party one. You've got party hats, balloons, and presents that looks like a little bit of confetti. So this one is good to play with your confetti or your birthday type of look. Moving off over here, we've got another one. So this is a layering set of frames. It's a torn lace look, and of course it's got different layers to it. It's got a really cool edge on there. So those little lace bumps look like they're torn. So that one's got a torn lace look. And then jumping over to this one, it is a A2 bubble lace or scallop lace. So you've got a nested set of 5 there. And then that we cut out the largest piece. And then, you know, in order to make your pieces a frame, you can turn it into a shaker frame by layering this on your die cut machine, and then you're going to get a cutout of a cutout, which comes out, and then that can be the part that you put your foam on, and then that entire area is going to be your shaker well or your shaker window. And then last but not least, we've got one, I feel like it's kind of the Christmas fall season. It's got a pine type of look, a little bit of flowers right there, but then I turned these guys into the pine cones. So I just ran that through again, popped out brown, and then it's got a nice area again to do the foam, which I use this particular size foam roll on. And then turn that guy into a large format A2 shaker card where almost the entire thing is our shaker. I've got 2 layers of foam there because I wanted it high enough to make sure everything really moved around there. But as you notice, I popped out just some paper and adhered it to the back, because you've got a large area where you can put a sentiment, you can stamp, you could do anything on the middle while still making that entire piece, almost the entire cover, a shaker card. So speaking about shaker bits, let's take a look at that. Let's come on over and take a look at what we used first. So we've got our Christmas medley mix, which is really fun with peppermints, and then you've got your red, white, and green, very traditional. But to give it a pop, we added crystal, we added red, and we added green, just to give it that little bit of a pop right there in a true shaker fashion. So let's come down here and take a look at the fall. So we've got a fall mix left, and that's got pumpkins and leaves, nice glitz to it. And then, you know, you can always add a solid color crystal to it to give it that little bump up. That would be our fall sunflowers. And then we've got 3 Halloween colors left. We've got that particular one, this one, and our traditional with our little ghosts. And then one I just absolutely love is our coffee one. Now, you got to look at those. Those beans are quite big over there. Can you put it on pause real quick? Go. Okay, So this one is probably one of my favorites because you got little gold balls in there to make it pop, and you've got your little white hearts, and I pretend like those are little heart marshmallows, and then everything else has got that coffee look. But those beans are really large, so I'm going to explain something on that in just a moment. Let's come on over and talk about foam, because the roll that I was talking about came out of this particular roll. It's a triple pack. You've got a thicker, wide, you've got 3 different size wide ones on here, double-sided foam tape. So that's the one I made the sample out of. But if you need something skinny, we've got 2 brand new 3D foam strips as well. These are 3mm by 100 by 2mm. We've got them in black, and then we've got them in white. And just to show you, that's 2 of them put together. You break that guy open. So sometimes you have to double those up to get the height that you want, or in some case where you might want to use a bean or something a little bit larger, you might have to triple high that up and to make sure the beans actually do your shaking on there. So 2 new adhesives on the website by Scrapbook Adhesives in order to help you with your shaker or any sort of foam dotting you need to do. Now, speaking of coffee and more brand new, I'm just digging some of our stamps we've got. Okay, this has got to go with this. I can't wait to make some sort of card with that because these coffee shaker bits totally go with these stamps. I love coffee, latte, mochas, coffee, friends, tall, dark. So we've got a couple of stamps we're introducing. We've got more on the way. So these are clear, clean stamps, of course. We've got that one. We're introducing our coffee and our fall one. We've got leaves, live life in full of color, nice fun leaves, autumn. And then looking over here, we've got our fun little autumn, beautiful autumn, and our little owl. And of course the truck, because everybody loves that fall truck. Thankful. We've got a little tree stump, a little fox right there. This one, it's got a fall look to it, but it really talks about cupcakes, so it's kind of birthday. That is the bottom of a cupcake or an ice cream cone, and these can be your toppings, but you've got a tree, so I kind of felt like it was a tree. But you've got a candle right there too, because we cannot forget about our fall babies that have birthdays. And then, hey there, pumpkin. I like these because they're nice and little but bold. You got your little pumpkin spice latte if you wanted to turn any of those guys into little shaker cards or little additives on whatever you're doing. Thankful for you, fall blessings. You got your fall wreath, and of course a bigger truck because we all love those trucks. So these are going to be under the stamp section. And then let's transition over to another die. I'm going to check my time right here. We're going to transition over to another die because we have a deal for you guys. This is our Merry Christmas tree and ornament die. You get an outline die, you get a layering die on top of it, and then you get the words Merry Christmas. You also get ornaments to go along with this. So let's look at what you can do with it. First of all, this is a $22 die, and we're going to promo it at a deal for 10 bucks. So it's going to be on the main page if you're interested in that. So $22 die for $10. So let's come down and take a look at the samples right here that I've made. I cut out every single one of these guys. Now all 4 ornaments have an outline die. The little gingerbread man does not. But you open that up and we did Merry Christmas with the tree. And then we also finished it off with our snowman handmade. And then I did take one and do a shaker card out of it with the outline of the tree die. Now this particular one, if you notice, that is chipboard. So I did the chipboard layering up method, not the foam. And then we turned that guy into a shaker card using all those same Christmas basic medley and crystals. So that guy is the outline piece, and I did Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas on the back and did our finishing piece with the handmade. And then we did I did a 1-sheet 12 by 12 layout. So we've got Merry Christmas on the top. You got spots for 4 different pictures on there. Just kind of sprinkled it with a little bit of the ornaments. And then I cut out the tree in glitter because, you know, we all love our glitter and that tree needs to really sparkle. So again, that guy is on a deal. I'm going to put that down right there. And then one last deal for you guys. We have our Christmas Glitz and Sticky Glam bundle, Glitz and Glam. Okay, this is over $40 retail, but it's on sale for $25. We've got a clear and a colored gumdrop sticker, which is our most popular. We've got some different adhesive, double-sided adhesive in there, including that foam pack that I just talked about just a few minutes ago. That's inside there. We have a handful of rhinestones in there that are all Christmas coordinated, plus 5 Winka Stellas. So that alone, you guys know this is a deal. You've got red, green, gold, silver, and I believe you got a choice of clear or white, because remember, you need to have white for snow in here. So we only have about a dozen of these guys left. Christmas Glitz and Glam. It'll be on the main page for $25. So what are your guys' deals today? Let's take a look. All right, 30% off all metal dies, which will be automatic. 20% off the rest of the website off regularly priced product. Use code FALL, all caps, 21, FALL 21, our website, and then the sale is valid until October 22nd. And remember, head on over to Facebook and like our page. And then the hot buy. So paper pads we talked about a few minutes ago, they're all going to be at a price point that's going to be delicious. And then Christmas Glitz and Glam bundle, which we just showed you guys right here, $25. It'll be on the main page. Christmas tree and ornament deal of a die set, $10. And then you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. See you later.